My name is Ernesto, and I'm 58 years old, live in Los Angeles, and I run a screen printing shop. So the way that it started is I started waking up with intense pain, stiff at the beginning, all over my body, but mostly in my hands and in my feet. And then immediately I decided to go to the doctor, so I went to rheumatologist, and so they diagnosed me with rheumatoid arthritis, and they started prescribing some injections, some pills. What they told me before they were giving me the medicine, or it was that my liver and my kidneys were going to be affected, and that they were going to keep a close watch on them. So that's the reason why they would run tests like at the beginning it was like every month, and then every 3 months, to make sure that my organs were functioning correctly. I mean, as soon as I found out actually that I was, that I had this kind of illness, I started doing some research. My first treatment was in 2016, I believe, and actually I came with the intention that, okay, it doesn't matter if my arthritis goes away, as long as I take care of my organs. I mean, that was my mentality at the beginning. I wanted, at least what the stem cells are gonna do would be take care of my organs, to protect me from the medicine that I was taking originally. After my second treatment, I decided to cut back on one of the medicines. So then I was just taking the shot instead of taking the pills. After my third treatment, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna cut off everything and see what happens. And knowing that, who knows, maybe the pain would come back, and then I would have to retake the medicine. That's the worst that could happen. But luckily, since then, I haven't had the need to take any kind of medication. So on my checkups with the rheumatologist, she's been, keeping a close look at, okay, my pains in my hands and in my feet, and like there's no pain, there's nothing there. And the deformity that was kind of like starting at the beginning, it didn't keep on going, it just stopped. So she was surprised and asking me, hey, so what are you doing? And I told her that I'm, having a stem cell treatments. And she's like, well, I would keep on doing it. If that's what's helping you, just keep doing it. So I'm glad that she was open about it. And but she said, what I like to do is I like to have a test done before you leave and a test after you go back, so that we kind of monitor what the reactions of these treatments are. So she did, and in the last checkup that I had, she said that she felt that there was no need to keep the diagnosis on record, so she took it off the record. She says, like, I think you no longer have it. So I was happy about that. It has been about 2 years since I've taken my last medications. So I feel great. I feel healthy. I try to stay active and, make sure that stay positive. When I was having pains, it was, how can I describe it? It was almost like being impotent, like not being able to walk, not being able to grab something. Even when I was gonna go to the doctors, walking from my car to the clinic, it was crazy. It was the pain on the bottom of my feet. Like after taking the stem cell treatment, got me like, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling pain. I can walk. I can grab things without pain. It is amazing how I took for granted some of the simple things that I was able to do, that we're all able to do, like grabbing a cup of coffee, and not being in pain, or taking a walk and not be in pain. It's the little things that make a big difference. If anybody would be considering taking the stem cell treatment, and if they're like anxious or doubtful, or if they have any questions, or they're not quite there yet, I would tell them that just to jump in. What do you have to lose? I mean, you could either keep living in the pain, that you're living, or have the option to live without pain. So I would just say, just go for it. Just do it.